I guess the metamorphosis that takes place in pottery really attracted me from the start. I wasn't born and raised here. I moved here when I was 3 years old. So I was raised here in 1961, and I never left, basically. Lived in Camden, went to school in Camden, went to the University of Maine in Portland, Gorham, and returned home to my hometown. Today I'm coincidentally throwing some bowls. Some what I call 8-pound bowls, which are my medium-sized bowls. Dealing in porcelain, which is kind of a difficult clay body to throw. It doesn't like to be thrown or handled and moved and things of that sort. So that really requires you to be pretty deliberate about what you're going to make when you're down at the wheel, because you really only have so much time. I guess you could say that every potter, just like every artist, has their own mark in terms of what medium they're working in. I've had many customers of mine over the years purchase work that generally on the fish-related theme, and they keep adding to their dinnerware and things of that sort. So that motif has stayed with me for a good many years and has always been kind of part of that repertoire, I guess, of my motifs. I have two brothers and 3 sisters. Richard's my oldest brother of the 6 of us. Richard is a glass blower and a foundry man, and all-around kind of man of the trade, I guess. Steel and fabrication, things of that sort. His studio is just down the road.
The materials that I work with, the different mediums, are cast bronze, aluminum, zinc aluminum, steel, iron, glass. I think the glass blowing is most interesting to me because of the colors and the light, and you're dealing with, the physics of temperature and centrifugal force. When I first started, it was very difficult to blow glass. A lot of mistakes. But after a while, the technique started to develop, and for me, it was important to watch other glass blowers, pick up the techniques that they had, try them a few times so that it was comfortable. Today I'm working on the early stages of an installation piece for a museum this fall. It's a glass show, and I've agreed to a couple of installation pieces. One of them is a Maine, kind of a Maine piece. The concept is kind of a shell dump, but the shells will be lobster claws. So I've just finished an aluminum mold, split mold, that has the shape of a claw plus a funnel connector.
Rented space from him for about, I think I was there for about 15 or 17 years. So I had my kiln there and the studio in a different part of the location.
He helped me, and he also had his own pottery and kiln set up here, but his work became larger and more complex, and he needed more space, so he set up a studio close by.
I would say Richard's work is definitely well conceived, well executed. He's a real master for the detail.
My brother Mike's work is, I think, challenging from a technical point of view, but also from an aesthetic point of view. His work to do porcelain pottery is very difficult, so technically you have to be very skilled in order to create the work. And I think the variety of subject matter is very interesting.